Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily go-getterism number 761 for October 2nd, 2016. Alright, so tonight I want to talk to y'all about cruel and usual punishment. That means that I want to talk to y'all about abuse tonight. We abuse each other out here, and it's not cool. Domestically and outside of the home. And what I mean by the abuse is this. We know that there are several types of abuse. Actually, you can abuse anything, but for our purposes, we're talking about physical abuse, we're talking about mental and emotional abuse, which are almost the same things, but not exactly the same thing. Now, we all pretty much know about physical abuse. When somebody is physically abusive, that means that they probably have some serious issues related to the way that they deal with their anger. So they don't know how to express their disappointment, their anger, and frustration in ways other than to beat, kick, slap, punch, karate chop, whatever. It's not cool. And it's not cool to the level of, when you start talking about people who physically abuse, like, they have really bad coping skills. They don't know how to deal with life. Now, a lot of us don't know how to deal with the problems that we have in life, but you can't go through your life solving your problems by beating people, by hitting people. And it's a form of control. A lot of people who physically abuse people, they use it as a form of control. So they control the way that you deal with them, the way that you talk to them, the way that you address them, the way that you feel about them. Because the consequences to whatever you do with them could result in violence. And if you can't beat them, then they have total control over you. It's a very, very negative way to be, but so many of us out there are like that. And when you do that on a regular basis to somebody that you're supposed to care about, how can you really say that you care about them? You can't say that you care about them. All you really care about is yourself. It's a selfish act. So, listen, whether you're talking about child abuse, violence, or your domestic abuse, when you're talking about your spouse or your man or your woman or whatever, you can't really say that you care deeply for somebody if you treat them that way. But here's the thing, when it comes to physical abuse, there are people who do that on a regular basis, but they have to be careful. And those physical abusers are very coward-like, because they have to make sure that they do things in a way so it doesn't bring as much negative attention to them as it could. And it will bring negative attention to them. So they have to try to watch the things that they do and the level of severity in which they inflict pain on other people. So, you can't be sending your wife to work with black eyes and bruises and scratches and burns, busted lips and, broken bones, sending her to work in a sling. She's going to run out of excuses. Not only that, but the neighbors will hear you whooping ass, and it's going to be some shit. So they have to get a little smarter about their abuse. And one thing that you don't want to have on your hands is a intelligent abuser. When you build a better mousetrap, you get a smarter mouse. You don't want to make an abuser become better than he needs to be, or better than he or she should be. You don't want that. And I would really suggest that you get help. Look, putting distance between you and your abuser is a good thing, but it's not even going to work if you keep closing the distance between the two of you. You got to mean what you say what you mean, and you got to follow through. If you don't do it, it's all for nothing. It ain't going to work. Now, then there's the mental and emotional abuse. Now, emotional abuse is something that really, really permeates all of our existence. A lot of times people will emotionally abuse you when they can't physically abuse you. And the problem with that is that they feel like they're justified in being that way. So all of the name calling, all of the fat, ugly, dumbass stupid ass, ain't gonna be shit ass, never had been shit, you know, all of that stuff, all of that, you know, what they call it, putting down a man's manhood, and all of, in other words, saying that he has a small dick, or he can't fuck, or he come too quick, or whatever it is to demean him and bring him down, make him feel small, literally, right? So, you know, when you get used to hearing these kind of things, you know, the person who says sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, he did us a real disservice, because it's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Because sticks and stones that break bones, bones heal. Broken flesh, it heals. Sure, the emotional scars from it don't heal, but the wounds themselves, depending on the severity, will heal over time. But emotional wounds don't heal over time. Not by themselves, they don't. You need help with that. You need therapy with that. You have to learn how to walk on your own 2 feet when your heart has been broken, or when your ego has been shattered, when your pride has been destroyed. And you know, women go through this too. Being told things like they ugly, they stupid, they fat, they ain't no good mother. You know, they're a disgrace to their kids. They ain't never been shit. Ain't no other man gonna ever want them. You know, that kind of shit, man, it cuts. It cuts like a knife. It cuts really, really deep, and it ain't cool. It ain't cool. So we gotta watch out for the way that we deal with each other. The way that we express ourselves amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a good look, man. You know, if somebody is dissing you on a regular basis, you gotta ask yourself, what are you there with them for? Why do you still deal with them? Now, it would seem easy, like an easy thing to do, to stop dealing with people like that. Stop messing around with them. But it's not as easy as it sounds, because a lot of times you're in a position where you really care about a person, where you think that you're helping them or you love them. And that's when love literally hurts. We take it back to the physical abuse thing. Emotional abuse always comes with the physical abuse. The mental abuse as well. Because that intimidation leading up to the physical part, that's all mental abuse. Terrorism, making somebody fearful and scared, cautious, scared to say what they want to say, scared to express themselves, scared to tell on them. It's horrible. It really is. And when these things happen to people on a regular basis, then it becomes easier. And that's what's messed up. When abuse becomes easier to the abused. So it's like, it ain't no big deal. You know, like, I mean, it hurt my feelings, but it ain't no big thing. It's like whatever. He still love me. She still love me. They just don't show no love. It's not a good look, man. Like I said, putting distance between you and your abuser is worth nothing if you keep closing the gap because they begged you back, because they said they was going to change, or because they said they ain't going to do it no more. Just fooling yourself. They're going to do it again. And you already used to it. So that's the bad part. You so used to it that it ain't even like abuse to you no more. It's like, it's just an irritation. It's like being late for work every day. Like, it's irritating. Man, it ain't no big deal. Your abuse shouldn't be like that. Especially the emotional abuse. Because that's the type of shit that turns people bitter for the rest of their lives. Have people saying that men or women ain't shit. Never even giving a person a chance. All that stuff is wrapped up in that. So we got to safeguard against these types of things, man. We got to do better with ourselves. You know what I mean? For real. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, when it comes to that cruel and usual punishment, don't get used to being abused. Don't get used to being abused. Put that real distance between you and your abusers. The same way that you would try to distance yourself away from your haters. Now, if you can't distance yourself away from your haters, you can't distance yourself away from your abusers. Because they're the same people. Even though some of them may claim to love you. But love is something that you not only feel, but you show. So if all you doing is feeling, and those feelings don't get expressed by showing, then they're all lies. I holler at y'all tomorrow for another Daily Go Getimism show. Listen to the Daily Go Getimism show every single day. Every single day. And yo, if y'all like these videos, do me a favor, share these videos. Please share these videos. You know, we need to get the word out about these videos every day. These are self-help videos, man. They're just made to give us insight into certain daily living thoughts and patterns and the things that we do. And, you know, we need to grow this thing. So help me out. If you like this video, write me something in the comments or whatever. Get a conversation started. And by all means, share these videos as much as possible. I'd appreciate it. Just do me that favor, alright? Alright. The Daily Go Getimism show every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call-in number is 319-527-6199. Once again, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. Press number 1 and that will let me know that you want to comment. And then I will bring you into the show by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. So holla at me. Also, if you want to just listen online and chat it up with me in the chat room, go to blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. The 3rd of October, Thursday. Peace.